I'm here with Phil Reddington.
Ciao.
Siamo a Leeds. It's the right time to learn how to do this fucking teeth with this fucking guy that is the best I have ever seen.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
You started here.
Somebody asked me recently what's the best advice for a technician, to get better at doing aesthetic, dentistry. And the best thing I think is
Ciao. Fish and chips.
$5.69 please.
Ok. 5,69. Economico.
That is the original salt and vinegar, what you have for your fish and chips, and lemon with your fish. Okay?
Ok, perfetto. Però è buono. Test dell'espresso. Espresso corto. Parla italiano anche lui.
Parla italiano.
Com'è buono il caffè qua?
Caffè qua?
Buono.
Buono?
È buono. Bravo.
cheers.
What are you doing?
I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm making some bad crowns.
I was filming you looking at the crown on the window.
Yeah.
It was so romantic.
Yeah, just it's one it's come from another lab, and they've had some trouble with it. So I've taken over and I've just made a new crown for it, and then I just checked my contact points, and the contact points are a bit light, so I need to do another firing.
Are you blind? Why these glasses? Maionese, ketchup, ketchup, ketchup.
No. It's their wife. I'm not going to pick my daughter up, Martha. Jess will have to go pick her up today, but I can't get in touch with her. Baby, you're the one for me. Baby, you were meant for me. I'm in love with you. So it's really nice here because at the back of my house we can go into some woodlands, and it's nice to take my daughter and we go for walks and back in the site, and really nice stately home, and yeah, it's a nice place to live.
We are just approaching at Philip's house, and now for privacy I have to shoot down. Hello. Hi. Nice to meet you. Dr. Palmas. Corrado or Alberto? It's the same. Compliment. Your wife is really beautiful.
This guy's really old, really old. He's over 20 years old.
20 years.
Yeah, 21.
I'm sure that you love ketchup.
There we go.
Uno,
Salad cream, that's very good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Barbecue, mustard, you know.
He loves ketchup so much, he put everywhere. If you ask him to cook pasta, he do pasta with ketchup. 100%. Where you meet him the first time?
We met in a nightclub when I was 16. So we've been together a
What
long
he was
time.
doing?
Drinking.
This guy here, Josh Warrington, he worked for me for nearly 9 years as a dental technician. He went to the university, got his degree in dental technology and became a very good ceramist working for us.
They have no clocks in the kitchen. It's a good philosophy. It's a good philosophy. I'm sure you are curious to know which books in the library of Phil.
Travel books.
You travel a lot.
Yes.
Barcelona.
I had to bring this out with me tonight so I can talk to you
Italian
properly.
Facebook.
Come si chiama questo in italiano. I don't do the books so much, but the music I like more. Everything.
George Michael.
So my favourite band, the Smiths, all the Smiths records. And then my second favourite band, Radiohead, so these are all Radiohead albums. Does Emacs and diagnostics, and because some of the Emacs we still have to press because the multi-layer you cannot mill, so you have to press. This is where we pack all the work up, so all the work gets packed up. So all these boxes are for dispatch by post or courier.
For example, if you have to send it to Italy,
20 to 30 euros to send.
30 euros.
Yeah. At high for next day. So we have dental wings, free shape, and exocad, and also some form labs. And this is Paul, who does all the CAD stuff. Hello. So at the moment, we've got a couple of cases that we'll be doing tomorrow. So we'll be doing a full upper and lower diagnostic wax up.
Tell me about you. Your passion, how start?
I was, 15, I was at school and I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. I had no idea. I wasn't very academic at school. I always preferred making things than reading about things, and I never really liked, I was more into the arty type of subjects than the practical, but I did like science, and I liked the technical sort of things. And one day I didn't go to school. I was with some friends and we decided no school that day. And I saw a friend who was a year older than me, and he'd been for a job interview. And he said to me, "Hey Phil, I've just been for a really strange job interview, so you should go for it." So there were Porsches and nice cars in the car park, and all the guys in the lab, they all had really expensive clothes on, and the Walkmans, and they looked all really cool, and I thought, this is the job for me. So
This is the BDT technique?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the results that you get with a BDT technique. All this is natural. On this entire arch is all the tissue and the teeth are made by us. This is BDT technique.
Incredible.
Working with good dentists and having good communication, trying to not follow too many rules. So if no golden proportion, no lines anywhere, everything balanced and in harmony but not uniform. So I don't care if two centrals are different sizes.
No, I was looking at the lateral incisors.
Yeah, I don't
really
care.
Different.
I don't care. I want to make things different.
So you mean that this is not really important?
Well, no, this is important because if you look at these teeth, the centrals are different sizes, the laterals are different, everything's different, but it works, it's balanced. So these books are really important because they're not saying everything is straight and everything is in a line, they're saying everything is chaos but in harmony at the same time. Look at everything, you will not find one set of centrals in this entire book that are symmetrical. And also the same with this book, also I look at every day almost. And again, it's an older book now, but still very important to me. It shows teeth, natural teeth. And somebody asked me recently, what's the best advice for a technician, to get better at doing aesthetic, dentistry. And the best thing I think is to look at natural teeth and not to copy people's work. So don't look at somebody else's cases of their restorations. Maybe you can get inspiration from that, but not copy it. You've got to look at natural teeth. Yeah, with function's a different thing as well, and I think it's by case as well. And sometimes you've got different situations. If you're doing all the teeth and all the mouth, then you can apply some rules of function. You can apply maybe a Dawson or a Coyce or whatever, or lingualized occlusion, whatever type of occlusion that clinic or perhaps you like working with, you can apply that. When you're working with an arch against natural teeth, then you sometimes have to go more conformative and just work with what you're already going with. So I think it's just a question of assessing each case by case and working that way. Function is the most important thing, because if it looks pretty but the patient can't eat or chew or talk with it, then it's pointless. So this is a good thing about working with this system, and one of the things that makes it so successful for us is the fact that when we get the denture trying or the pre-MMA trying, we're using those exact same teeth then that the dentist has ground the occlusion in and got everything just perfect. And then we take that and we capture it and we press those, and then we make the frame fit those pressings. So when we give it back, we're just giving a prettier ceramic version of what they've already had in a denture tooth. So the function's a really important thing. And what it means is, with a case like this, where it's a metal ceramic case, I'm going to have to spend a lot of time building this up and building the function back into the case, because this is a shrunken down version of it. So this takes a lot of time and effort. Whereas with a case like this, the function's already taken care of because we press the teeth that have been tried in, so we can... Obviously there's fine tuning, but it's not much work, so all my effort can go on making the front look pretty because the function is taken care of. I think that's the key to it.
Happy birthday to you. Birthday, dear Claire. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, lemon.
Thank you.
It takes a lot of the thinking out of it. Once the preliminary steps, the planning is really important, and once that's planned and everything's in the right place and you've got verification of everything, moving on from that point, it makes life easier. The patient has chose what they like, and now it's trying to make it work wherever the teeth are, So many dentists that work in so many different ways. We have lots of Dawson Academy guys, so we do Dawson stuff for those guys, and we have lots of people that like Coyce. We have lots of people that like Gerber and lingualized occlusion. We just work with the dentists, and some people just want canine guidance, some people want group function, some people want... when it's natural teeth, we tend to do more stuff that's conformative, just with what's habitual, what the patient's already got, unless there's going to be, some major splint therapy going on and things like that. It's case by case, really, I think. We're getting some milling machines this year as well, so that's all going to change things. And that's been largely due to some of the local surgeries. They don't want to do chairside, but they want to be able to offer a chairside almost service. So we've come to an arrangement with those surgeries where we're going to do same-day crowns for them.
Punctured bicycle on a And in this charming car, this charming man, why pamper life's complexity when the leather runs smooth on the passenger seat? I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear.
Tagliatelle bolognese.
Tagliatelle alla bolognese. Tagliatelle bolognese.
Bolognese.
He's not able to eat Italian food.
Oh, no.
You don't have to cut. We don't use with pasta the cutter. You have to do like this. Exactly.
We made crowns, we didn't make teeth. And one of the guys from a company came in and I'd written some articles about some shade taking machine and he said you should try some implant work. And he sent me to a lab to look around, and it was a technician called John Wibberley, and he had a huge lab and he was doing lots of really crazy implant stuff, and I'd never seen anything like it. And he took me under his wing a little bit, but the first time that I went to see him, that was a big change for me. I thought this is the future of dental technology. The second big moment was when I first went on Facebook as a technician, rather than just using it to just be nothing, you know. I actually started looking for technicians on Facebook, and I saw Thomas Singh, Stefan Fischer, Sasha Hine, and Naoki, a few of those guys, the work that they posted, and I realised at that point I didn't make teeth, I made crowns, and I needed to try make teeth. So that was the second big moment. I think you need to be able to look at your work in macro and see exactly. One of the hardest things that I've found is getting the pictures of the finished cases, the intraoral shots afterwards. Most of the cases we'd work with, probably 95%, come with the photographs at all stages, and then we never see the finished result, which makes it hard for you to improve. And see you later. Enjoy your run. Bye bye.
Nice to meet you.
Bye. One of the things that is really important for us to develop as team members is to be able to see. Because you can look at something on a model and it looks beautiful, and then in the mouth it's
Yeah.
and we see it when it's wrong. We get the stuff and say, look how bad this looks. But when something's sometimes is really good, we get a text saying great case, and then you never see the finished results with some of the dentists that we work with, and it makes life hard, I think, sometimes. I think that the best things that you'll learn are just how to communicate better with with each other as team members, how to be able to make the work that you do more simplistic in the approaches, how to just, get predictable results without all the extra steps that often entails with other workflows. It's just a sensible way of approaching full arch cases that's predictable and makes life easier for everyone involved. And it also gives you a chance to use a variety of different materials, the best materials for each patient, without any compromises. You can apply this system to any type of workflow, any type of material. As long as you follow the protocols, it always works.
You would obviously have some cylinders on this, some temporary TI cylinders to put these bars over. And you have your PMMA temporary, which you have milled out a channel underneath, and you squirt in your PMMA and it captures this, and then you have the reinforcement.
Phil,
Yo.
you are a disorder guy. Where is your wife?
She's at home today.
You maintain home. She never come here.
No, she works here 2 days a week. Just checking everything's as the doctor said, so he wanted a little bit of freeway space on the anteriors and everything sort of touching. So a small cutback on the K9 teeth, threes, virtually no cutback, and then small cutback on the anterior 4. Everything else we will do full contour.
So everything else monolithic. So now my next phase is to prepare these for layering the front 6. Then I will build up the anteriors and then glaze the posteriors and then grind and polish the anteriors and glaze them and then cement all the teeth onto the bar. So this case came in as a polymer case, but because there was going to be 1 or 2 areas that were a little bit thin, without actually doing a big ridge lap, which we don't want. We want it to be concaved on the underneath, so we didn't have enough vertical height for polymer in this case, so we switched out to metal.
After you cut back the metal for the pink retention?
Yeah.
Now it's just an intermediate stage.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So at the moment, all the thing we're worried about is the teeth.
Phil Reddington tricks.
So you don't have the height. What you can do to the bars, you can add a ridge all the way along the bar, and this connects in between the teeth.
Anti-rotation.
So so when you look at a tooth from the side, so this is an anterior tooth, the pen's running out, you have this cutout where the bar goes all the way across the top of the bar. These Mertz teeth already come with the anti-rotation already cut in, so that also gives you the extra height on the bar in the middle, a ridge of reinforcement across the middle of the bar.
Hey, what's up? Ready?
No, it's not ready. It's coming on a bit.
1 minute. No. Hey fish, it's not working.
No, sorry, I'm arranging.
These setups that we've done, we print these out and send them out to the surgeries, and the idea is for the patients to see which one they like. You know, this patient has chose this set of teeth, they're the ones that they think are most aesthetic, so now we will base our diagnostic wax up on this setup. So we have the teeth in the libraries, we choose the set of teeth that the patient likes. So straight off, you know, because if we just, I prefer this set. This is my favourite. Patients never choose this set. Already you're getting into the patient's head of what they see as aesthetic, because it's all subjective. What you think looks beautiful, somebody else might think looks terrible. Paul's worked here now for 15 years, I think, is that right?
Yeah, just over now.
Just over 15 years. So just one day, Paul Rack called me up and said he wanted to change careers, and do you think dentistry is a good career? And I said, yeah, probably. So, and here we are now.
We have a dental surgery below, but that's not my surgery, but we work with the dentist down there.
Are they not hungry that you park here?
No, I have two parking spaces. These are my 2 here. I've been working in this place now for 24 years. It started as one place, small garage. It was a garage for cars. So this was the original Beaver Dental Technology. Just
really?
this wall here with this.
You started here?
Just started in here. Then we had this back part built, and there's two rooms there. So we had everything. We had the casting machines, the waxing, the computer, the ceramic, the model room, all in this one room. Then we moved out and had 2 rooms. We had an office and then a separate ceramic room. Let's see if we can go in the old lab. It's locked.
It's locked.
We can go around the other side. Round, you know, for a seminar, we can put a load of chairs in the ceramic room and clear all the desks out. So we keep chairs in there, really. Everything is all upstairs now, but we still have the old one part of the old lab that we still use. So this is where all the noise and the muck go. So we have sandblasters, model machines, model trimmers, model saws, casting machines, burnout furnaces, steam cleaners, and then we have through here 3 pressing machines to do all our Emax pressing. So that's all that we use these Ivoclar machines for, even the brand new ones. Polymer pressing machine, more burnout furnaces, more sandblasters, more just things. We have the water blaster here as well, so we never have to use sand to blast out. We use this Atlantis machine. It's very clean. Wow. Every lab has a back room, and that is our back room. And now, obviously, we've got the newer premises. We have Denise in the office. Denise is nowhere to be seen. Hi, Claire.
Hey, hi.
And again, just there's packing rooms. Another room where we're going to have the milling machines put.
It's ready for...
Ready. We're just going to get it all ready. This is a new thing for cleaning our polymers and cleaning our Emax restorations before cementation. Traditional sort of dental technology, more wax and press, more diagnostics, and metal ceramic, just traditional lab material. Sometimes
Hey, hi.
all the CAD systems, dental wings, 3Shape and XCAD. In my room, again, all ceramic and composite. This is what we use as a training room. We clear everything out. We have one person sat there, we hook a camera up, and we can have 5 students at the same time, all learning in here, all hands on these stations. And our crowns are in, cooking. Up they go. So there's 23 minutes left on that programme, and when we come out, they should be.
Let's go eat something.
Yeah, once those quick polish and shape, and they'll be looking really nice. I'll send you the photo when the case is finished next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Show me on Skype. Send me the photo.
I will do, yeah.
Oh no, what is this?
Fish and chips.
It's an obsession.
Thank you.
Wow. It's very tasty. 0, 10. 10.
Perfect.
Not really perfect for the line.
Shyness is nice, and shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life you'd like to. Shyness is nice, and shyness can stop you from doing all the things in life you'd like to. So if there's something you'd like to try, if there's something you'd like to try, ask me, I won't say no, how could I? Coyness is nice, and coyness can stop you from saying all the things in life you'd like to. So if there's something you'd like to try, if there's something you'd like to try, ask
Slow. It's written there. Really, I'm not used to drive. I'm not used to go fast on the cars. I usually go at 60 kilometers per hour.
Nice and gentle.
Really wonderful. I love UK. It was my first trip here in UK. When I was coming, it was early, 5 a.m. and I didn't wake up, nothing. I didn't sleep, nothing. When I was arriving here in Leeds, I turned my head. I see this fantastic view. I was astonished. It was really astonishing. Good nature, good people, good fish and chips.
The best fish and chips.
And good technicians.
And you had the shepherd's pie also yesterday.
Dental Care. I never go to someone that called Bupa Dental Care.
Bupa is the biggest corporate dental company in the UK, so they own like 300.
It's a franchising?
Yeah, it's franchises. They own hundreds and hundreds of dental surgeries, and they've just taken over another franchise company. So they've bought another franchise company to make them now the biggest. So yeah,
Franchises.
giant. They started off as Bupa started off as private healthcare, so you'd go and private hospitals, and now they've moved into dentistry.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Under the lights.
Your wife.
They used to have a milling centre years and years ago, milling like zirconia, but before that they did alumina oxide. They pretty much invented alumina as the porcelain and frame material. So that's
Lumineers.
Alumina. No,
Very famous.
alumina, not lumineers. Alumina. The alumina oxide
Yes.
material. They came up with their own technology for that. So this is when I first started working with these guys. But then they moved in. They got the lava zirconia in 2002, I think. So they were early adopters of zirconia, and they've always been a good milling centre. So they mill implants, metal, titanium, chrome, laser sintering, lots of different things going on, and they do lots of printing
Are
too.
you getting nervous now?
No.
What is this, Phil?
This is a IMSI core. IMSI core? 350i.
There is a virus.
That's what I showed you on there. So all that's on the cam. Okay, so that'll be all the machine code to do all the milling instructions. Okay.
This is the old one.
Yeah, this is the old 3MS base. So this is one of the first milling. Well, we had two more milling machines before this, but this is coming to the end of its days now. So these are the traditional Emax pressing furnaces. I've got two burnout furnaces, all the blast facilities in there. Yeah, these are the sinking. Obviously, these are dyeing liquids here, but I mean, it's a range of furnaces. That's all lava furnace. So we've had another lava furnace repaired recently. So moving on to now the third furnaces. This is one that's come across from China with their fast sintering now of the ADAC multi-layer. We can do that in 90 minutes.
90 minutes rather than
For a single unit. Oh, well, yeah. It's so that'll be a lava plus, I think.
Diamonds.
Diamonds are forever.
I don't know. I don't know, Matt.
On the left, behind this clothes shop, the back door, this is the most expensive restaurant in Leeds. It's called The Man Behind the Curtain. It has 2 Michelin stars. Filming my pin code.
Phil, it's always on the phone with the wife. Always.
This sort of guy I am.
It's love, it's love. Why everybody in UK use credit card and not cash?
It's just easy.
Cheers!
Cheers.
It's the first time in my life I eat pig skin. It's crunchy. Salty.
Breaks a lot of people's teeth.
It's good. Hey Phil, hey, sing a song.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
He's an artist. He can sing a song. Come on. Everybody in the street, look at here. What time is it?
8:20.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, why everybody go home early in UK?
To be sarcastic.
Really? Is the truth? Hey, go home. It's too late.